the best dad. In the morning, soft sunlight streamed through the window as Dad was busy sweeping the floor. Suddenly, the older sister came over and pointed at a picture on the wall that had tilted to one side, asking Dad to fix it. Dad smiled and picked up a hammer and a nail. In just a few minutes, the picture was hanging straight again, looking neat and perfect. The sister happily thanked him, and Dad gently patted her head. In the kitchen, Mum was cooking when thick smoke suddenly rose from the stove. Startled, she quickly called for Dad. Hearing her voice, Dad rushed in, turned off the gas. Mum let out a sigh of relief. Out in the yard, the little brother was playing with balloons when one slipped from his hands and floated high into the sky. He stood still, eyes welling up with tears. Dad quickly brought another balloon, carefully blew it up, and tied the string before handing it to him. The boy's face instantly lit up, and he hugged the new balloon as if it were a precious gift. Then came the day when Dad had to go on a business trip. The house suddenly felt quieter, and everyone missed him deeply. They found themselves talking about him and the little things he used to do for them. Finally, Dad returned, carrying a small gift box in his hands. The moment the door opened, the whole family rushed forward and wrapped him in a warm hug. Laughter filled the house, washing away all the longing. In that moment, everyone felt the same way. Dad truly was the best. A day of caring for the little brother. Early in the morning, the little brother woke up looking tired and weak. His face was pale and his movements were slow. Mum gently placed her hand on his forehead and realized that he had a slight fever. Without hesitation, the family immediately changed all their plans for the day. Nothing mattered more than taking care of him. Mum went into the kitchen to cook a warm bowl of porridge, filling the house with a gentle, comforting smell. Dad carefully prepared warm water and medicine, moving quietly so as not to disturb the calm. The sister sat beside the bed, holding a storybook and reading softly, hoping her gentle voice would help him relax. The little brother lay still, listening to her soothing voice. Now and then, he gave a faint smile, his eyes slowly blinking with sleepiness. Dad patiently fed him spoonfuls of porridge, while Mum wiped the sweat from his forehead with a warm cloth. The usual busy rhythm of the house slowed down, replaced by a peaceful silence and tender care. By the afternoon, he began to feel better and was able to sit up, quietly gazing out the window. Soft sunlight streamed into the room, spreading a warm glow across his face. The air felt lighter, and everyone let out a quiet sigh of relief. Smiles slowly returned, and the gentle atmosphere filled the space once more. In that simple moment, the family realized something precious. Nothing in the world was more valuable than being together, healthy, safe, and surrounded by love. It was an ordinary day, yet it became a memory filled with warmth, gratitude, and deep family affection. A surprise replacement gift. In the afternoon, the little brother took his ball outside to play. He ran around the yard, kicking it with all his strength. In one powerful shot, the ball flew straight into the fence and suddenly went flat. He froze, staring at the broken ball, his face slowly falling. Not far away, the older sister was practicing badminton. As she swung her racket hard, the handle suddenly snapped. She stopped, holding the broken racket in her hands, letting out a quiet sigh. The two siblings looked at each other, saying nothing, and silently put their things away before going back inside. Their parents had seen everything. That evening, they quietly left the house. The brother and sister stayed behind, wondering where they had gone. The little brother kept glancing at his broken ball, while the sister carefully placed her damaged racket in the corner of the room. A while later, the door opened. Their parents returned, carrying 2 small bags. The father handed the little brother a brand new ball, and the mother gave the sister a new badminton racket. For a moment, they were speechless. Then their faces lit up with joy. The little brother hugged his new ball tightly, and the sister held her racket with sparkling eyes. The whole family smiled together. In that simple moment, warmth and happiness quietly filled the house. Fixing up a new study. Corner one afternoon, the whole family gathered to fix up a small study corner for the little brother. They wanted to create a cozy and comfortable space where he could read, write, and learn happily. Dad carefully measured the space and began building a small wooden desk, his hands moving steadily with patience and care. Mum went out to choose bright, soft-coloured curtains to bring more light and warmth into the room. Meanwhile, the sister sorted through the books and notebooks, arranging them neatly on the shelves. The little brother stood nearby, quietly watching every small change with curious eyes. He followed each movement closely, his face filled with excitement and anticipation. From time to time, he asked small questions, eager to understand what everyone was doing. The room slowly transformed, becoming brighter, tidier, and more welcoming. When everything was finally ready, the little brother sat down at his new desk for the first time. His eyes sparkled with joy as he gently touched the smooth surface, taking in every detail. Dad smiled and softly patted his head, proud of their shared effort. Mum carefully adjusted the study lamp, making sure the light was just right for his eyes. The sister hung a few small drawings and colourful pictures on the wall, adding cheerful touches to the space. The once ordinary corner of the room had turned into a warm and inspiring study area. A warm family meal. In the morning, Mum went to the market to buy ingredients for the family meal. She carefully chose fresh fish and good cuts of meat, hoping to prepare something delicious for everyone. While she was busy picking and chatting with the vendors, she accidentally forgot to buy vegetables. A while later, as she was busy in the kitchen, Mum suddenly noticed that there were no vegetables in the basket. She hurried to look for Dad to ask him to buy some, but then remembered that he had already gone out. Out on the road, Dad was on his way when his motorbike suddenly broke down. He tried hard to push it forward, but it was too heavy to move. Meanwhile, at home, the older sister and little brother noticed that Mum seemed anxious. When they found out that she had forgotten to buy vegetables, they looked at each other and quickly came up with an idea. They ran to the garden behind the house and picked fresh green vegetables together. Their hands were dirty with soil, and their clothes were a bit muddy, but their faces were bright with happy smiles. They hurried back to the kitchen and gave the vegetables to Mum, helping her finish the meal in time. When Dad finally arrived home, still pushing his broken bike, his face showed clear signs of exhaustion and sadness. But as soon as he stepped inside, he was surprised to see a table full of warm, delicious food. The whole family sat down together, sharing laughter and stories. In that simple moment, all the worries of the day faded away, leaving only warmth, love, and happiness around the family table.